Yeah, I think we should focus on getting some PRs merged. There are a few things related to the bot. Do you have
Mm,
access? Do you know who has access to that bot account?
I
Because
do not.
I think what's going on is that like the activity I saw, for example, the sits the Bosch something Linux, was it stem cell index?
Mm,
Stem cell. No, that's pipeline. The commits were not tied to the account, right? So I think the email is not set up in the account correctly,
mm,
so like if there's a mismatch, then these scripts they keep thinking that this bot does nothing.
mm-hmm.
And I think the bot was actually missing from the bot section in the actually that was I think the root cause we found during the TOC meeting. So because that bot keeps being removed and we in the working
Mm.
group foundation infrastructure. We have a bots section here, but actually we removed it from here. I think that's what Beyhan said. Anyhow,
Mm-hmm.
that bot being removed is causing trouble and issues.
Yes.
Uh, Someone should look into it. Yeah, here, this is this one again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who has access to that bot? If there's a password somewhere in a whatever.
I can look really quick on our internal vault. My guess is that Joseph Palermo would have known, but I don't know that it exists. I don't know that we have internally saved that. Let me go take a
Uh,
quick peek.
Because we do have the personal access token. Well, it might be in CredUp, but I mean, I don't
Mm,
know. But at least the personal access token is, but sometimes the actual
login.
login, yeah, that's what you
Yeah.
need to set up the email and everything, right? So that it matches. Oh, we have many things. Um, okay, yeah, let's just go over the board, try to get some stuff going. Okay, config server. We have two greens. Hmm. It finally happened. I've reached my Copilot limit.
Congratulations.
Thanks. It was a goal, personal goal, so made it. But it was mostly Ruben who did do a hard work, burning all the tokens. We have two here as well.
But there is most probably another plan you can use.
No, I'm already on the premium. The
Oh, okay.
I'm paying $30 or euros a month for this, and I've burned all through it all. So
Oh,
yes. And I don't know, like this is psychological barrier. I don't want to go to the like pay as you go thing. Like that's I don't know.
Currently doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
If
I
you have
set a budget for 20 euros, but
yeah. Okay. This one also, right? We can just merge. Is this truth, by the way? This is the signing signing. We already have two approvals. Was there any blocker for this, or can we just merge this? Somebody has context. Have context.
Maybe
No.
Ned.
This one initially came up from the failing tests after the migration from for the SDK version,
Hmm.
and yeah, from there it was just fixing the tests, I think. But I haven't been as involved.
Temporary disable S3 integration tests. I don't know. Is that something we want to merge?
No, this is in storage CLI
Oh,
because
that's something somewhere else. This is just referenced.
yeah,
Yeah.
because most probably they are failing. That's why they are disabling because this is not yet merged.
Yeah, I think they should fix it. And I think the plan is to move this to the storage CLI after that.
Okay. Shall we
That
just
makes
merge?
sense.
Yeah, sounds like it's needed also in storage CLI.
Okay. Yeah, this is still blocked on the director release. Okay, why do we want this?
We want this because the because we've
Yeah.
been using an old thing that's based on a BusyBox from 2017, and it can't validate current certs.
There's a file. Okay, I see. Shouldn't we just fork that resource if we need it?
We could. That file URL resource was created by some pivotal operations group that I don't have any idea where that code
We can also
lives.
refactor it to use the meta whatever thing resource.
Will that work for a simple file download?
I don't know. It does crazy things. I've know this is just me trying to troll. I think it
Yeah.
probably can, but I mean, like, it's not hard to
I
maintain.
mean, probably
Curl's
we could
fine.
rewrite this whole thing in JQ, if we were ambitious enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy to work this out during the daytime. This is a CI fix that needs to happen, but isn't urgent for us to be doing right now in this meeting. So
Yeah, no, sure, but I mean, like, go ahead, do it merge it when you want, I guess.
cool.
Oh, yeah. Just work with Chris and
Yeah, we'll do.
yeah, this one is still waiting for changes, I believe. Yeah. Long discussion. This is a bit dormant, isn't it?
I think so. Nishad, do you have any context on what's going on with this lately?
I thought this PR is this the one that got merged and then unmerged?
There's a revert here, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we should put this into draft.
I know they've been experimenting with it and working. I think for their internal testing they've been doing it. It does work. I think what's his name? Brian was saying yesterday that it's working. I just don't know. I just thought it been I don't know. I thought it been merged already.
It got merged and then it got reverted, right? And you're saying
Yeah.
it got
Right.
So looking at here, right? So here's the revert.
I know they built a stem cell using the agent with this PR. So
Oh,
I
the
just
agent changes needed to
Yeah.
go in.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Huh? What am I looking at? So this is the stem cell builder. And we were looking at the agent changes. So this is the thing that got reverted was the change in the stem cell builder.
Mm.
Mm.
So this one just never got merged then.
Yeah, this was
And
I
it's-
think it got reverted because this one, if you didn't have this merge, it would
Yeah.
cause the stem cells to fail.
Yeah, so this one needs to be merged first, and then the stem cell one needs to be redone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then I don't know what the blocker is.
Linter needs to be fixed at least. I'll
Yeah,
put a note
sure.
into Julian.
Are you gonna ping Julian?
I'll ping him, yeah.
Thanks. Here we just need reviews, right? People have been assigned. Nobody has looked. Let's wait. Oh yeah, that one. That was me. Kinda. Yeah, that merge conflicts. Okay. I will convert this to draft and then have the bot look at it when it has to again. It's not urgent, right? Metrics for VM states. Okay.
Ramon, should we take you out from review load balancing? Oh, I see you are assigned here, but most probably.
Yeah, take me out because I have no time whatsoever.
I think you just should work harder.
Yeah.
It's
You
like,
should increase that budget to $40.
yeah,
Yeah.
$40, sleep less. It's fine. So then we need a person. How are we gonna find a person? I
You
think
can
the
add
person.
yourself.
No, the person who suggested that Ramon should be removed takes his place, right? That's the rule. I think that's the rule. Yeah, that's definitely the rule.
I'm also out from the load balancing.
No. Yeah, but I mean, you got assigned now. No, are you? You're not. I mean, it's even an SAP change, so it makes sense. It's only fair. Yeah, this just needs to be reviewed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is what we're talking about. Uh,
Yeah. I'm too busy with trying to fix the director CI. Waiting for changes. Okay, now to the new stuff.
maybe move waiting for changes if you.
Oh yeah, that's correct. This one is waiting for changes. This is pending a review. Yes. Ned, do you want to say a few words about this one?
To be honest, I opened a lot of PRs. I forgot, but found a lot of issues while trying to fix the BATS test for AWS. Yeah, so we had to change the instance type in the BATS test because of the prefixes and IPv6 stuff. And I noticed that if I change the instance type to a, what was it called? They have a name, like the new instance types. Yeah, it breaks the ephemeral storage.
Oh, there's the adding the
tests.
thing here.
This is
Actually,
our yearly PR.
the i3, maybe we should remove it because they're considered deprecated, kind of. But yeah, for the other stuff, yeah, we were pretty much not handling the numbering of the NVMe partitions properly.
But the numbering was fixed with Felix is fixed with the stem cell, right?
But for NVMe drives or for something else?
It was also related to the NVMe drives. Because it's only on Noble. It was only on Noble, and I don't know if it's the same issue, but
the actual fix is, I think, pretty small. Those are just the tests.
Yeah, those are the tests. This is the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we were trying to use the root volume, and that was breaking it was pretty much breaking the VM. Agent was timing out trying to ping it. I think it was something like that. I try to add good descriptions because I tend to forget.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was fixed.
This makes sense. No, I think that there was something with needing a different flag, but that was on the agent side, right? Felix's fix was on the agent side.
No, it was on the stem cell side. It was not even in the agent. Well, it was. It
was on the agent and stem cell. The stem cell was configuring there on the stem cell.
He did something in the with kernel settings, I think.
No, it wasn't even. Wow, we all have such good memory.
This one is particularly about ephemeral disks.
Go hive mind. Yeah, I know. And I mean this makes sense from an like numbering, but so this only shows up if you're using this particular flag, right? Or if you're not using.
Yeah, I don't remember the details, but there is an ephemeral disk test in the bats, and I started from there pretty much when I changed the instance type to a one that uses NVMe's test pro.
Yeah, so basically BATS was not testing with NVMe drives before, and that was why it was uncalled. Makes sense.
It was using the Zen-based instance type. Can't remember what it was, but we had to change it because of the IPv6 prefixes.
Isn't this OS specific? I thought the specific disk name depended on which version of like systemd you were using, for example. Like I remember like some versions of like Ubuntu, like switch at some point switch from like I don't remember their old version naming scheme, but it switched to like the ENS scheme, which is based on the bus version numbers, and there was all sorts of weirdness going on. Like, is that still true here? Because I know in vSphere we have to do this inside the agent, right?
I haven't this.
But I mean, like, there's already here the logic, right? So we do this, and then but NVMe drives I think are different. They have different device paths.
That's fair. I was just worried it was like something that you can't actually necessarily predict. Like it's true now, but it may not be true in the future. But it's fine, probably.
Yeah, there's no good solution. I mean, but what's this requires NVMe device? Was that already there, that method?
I think so.
Why we're not using it here?
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. This was hard-coded to just i3 and i3EN instance types.
Yeah, that's weird, right? And we already had this. So I don't know. Seems like a sane change.
It's already an improvement.
I'm just not sure about the i3 in the NVMe instance families. The thing there is that's a list of Nitro-based instances, and i3 is not it's a Zen-based instance. So I had to change the comment as well there, but
if you look at I mean, we had logic here before.
Yeah. That's why.
That's why you added it. So it shouldn't break it more.
I don't know. It won't break it in the list over there, but it's someone mentioned that they are deprecated the i3 family, but I guess we're still using them.
But so here we did for i3, we did this, right? And now with this new logic, it's gonna
start from 1N1, not from 0N1.
Yes. So for i3, this will break then.
Yeah. I think the VM pretty much got stuck and the agent couldn't reach it because we tried to play around with the root volume.
Yeah, so it means that there's difference between so for all these things, there might be different behavior. This offset that you're introducing here, we don't know if it applies to all these instance types, right?
Yeah, I've tried it with a couple of them.
Okay, but like i3, we have documented here that at some point it was like this.
I don't remember what the instance type was before for the BATS tests, so yeah, need to.
Okay. Probably I will leave this open and leave a comment. Let's not focus too much on that one or spend too much more time. Did I assign people? Okay, and then we're gonna put this in pending review.
Oh, the potentially fixes. Maybe there was already an issue. I think it was from 2023 that had a similar or the same issue. So it's linked in the PR.
Which one?
It's at the end of the description.
This one.
Yeah. This seems to be the same issue.
But I think we have to go to the details and now.
Yeah, just mentioning.
We won't be able to review. I mean.
Yeah, no, but it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so reviews are ongoing. There's actually 2 reviewers already, so we can just put it into pending review. It's actually waiting for changes.
So this might be on me with the incorrect information. Again, during the BATS testing, And looking at the code afterwards, the CPI code, we actually do not support strings for the nick group property.
Okay. Well, I think this one we can just merge, right?
Yeah.
Makes the docs more correct. You've been busy with your tests.
Yeah, this one, there is a cleanup job that runs every 24 hours that cleans up any AWS resources for the 3 different test jobs that we have.
I see.
Problem is that it sometimes runs while a test pipeline is running, and it pretty much breaks it mid testing.
This seems like a sane idea. And you can refly or update the pipeline yourself, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Symlink resolution. Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, so I was trying to I was testing Novel on Bosch, and all the jobs related to BPM on Azure were failing. Was it Azure? No, it was GCP actually. GCP were failing, and the problem was that the symbolic links were not being resolved. So what I did was I resolved them before the container mount, and yeah, it seems to fix it. But now, coming to Aram's comment on the PR, he's concerned about the security issues that might arise from this. So it's on the PR, the comment
Yeah,
from.
I'm not sure if there is actually a security problem. I just am
Mhm.
like this looks fine. I think there is a I'm not sure what happens if we resolve these links at container creation time versus those being resolved later by, I guess, the kernel. I didn't have a chance to do more research on the change that
Mhm.
appears to have happened between cgroups v1 and v2. Yeah, so I don't know if it's actually a security concern. I'm kind of curious if
Mhm.
folks have other thoughts. And I'm happy to do a little more research this in the next couple of days if nobody else has any opinions. Does the concern make sense that the time of resolution of the symlink has changed from potentially container runtime to container creation time? That could be wrong about this if the cgroups v1 behavior was that the symlinks are actually resolved by the kernel at when the bind mount happens, in which case the concern I have is moot, but I don't actually know enough about what's going on in the container creation flow to know if it's actually resolving that symlink.
Why do we need to resolve the symlinks? Like, why is this like we have like CF deployment has been tested for this, right? There's plenty of BPM there. So why is this showing up now?
Because on Google Cloud we have this ephemeral disks, and I think that's in the stem cell builder somewhere. We have this setting, if not ephemeral disks, then just give me a moment, I will send it to you.
find it weird that this is breaking on one cloud in one particular setup, right? And that we now need to make a change in BPM, right? Like that feels not correct. Like it feels like a relatively big change.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, it might solve it, but it could also have unintentional side effects in other places, right? I don't know, right? So that I find hard to judge. So I want to better understand why it's failing in this particular scenario.
Mm-hmm. I found this only on Google. We have already rolled it out on AWS, so no issues there.
Oh, that's fine. Just like it's good for documentation that we know at least why we're doing it, right?
Mm-hmm. I cannot find it so
Right, because
quickly.
all these things, like what you're explaining here, that's just paths and stuff, right? And so how does the OS affect all of this, and why does it work in other places? Like the cloud, why does the underlying hypervisor or hyperscaler matter?
Yeah. There is I think I found it, but I didn't write it here. That was a bit stupid of me. But there's a setting in the Bosch Linux stem cell builder that has if ephemeral disks are true, then do this, and if not, then do this. And in case of AWS, there were no ephemeral disks, but in case of GCP, there were ephemeral disks, so that was the problem.
Yeah, it would be good to have that
I
here
will
somewhere.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
just we then we can discuss that, like figure out what if there's maybe other solutions, or maybe we need to change that logic in the stem cell builder.
Okay.
That's what I would prefer.
Okay, I will put it there. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Shall I leave it here then?
Waiting for input or discussion, maybe.
Yeah, but then it's basically pending review. But I mean, we want to. I don't know if we end up with this solution, right? There might be another solution, and then we spend people's time on reviewing while we actually want to do something else.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we have discussions about this one. We've had those, but there's still the RFC that needs to be approved. Should we finish first with these three before going with dynamic disks?
Yeah.
Yep. This one came up again during the acceptance tests. So I guess we don't consider elastic IPs with multiple interfaces. In particular, the NIC groups. So this pretty much, the rest is just tests. But the change pretty much, I think, takes the first NIC in AWS for the instance and uses that for the elastic IP to associate it. So the question here is if that's a good approach to just always take the first one, like the primary NIC.
Does it work? Like, is a VIP, is that attached to both, or is it like, does it? I don't know what if it matters.
It's pretty much elastic IPs in AWS. From what I see, they're not really in the VM, but they are associated to a NIC in AWS.
Yeah, but not to multiple, right?
No, just one. If you
Yeah,
go
and
back,
which one?
What do you mean, which one?
So
between
if you have
zip and
if you have multiple so you have multiple network devices here, right? This translates into multiple NICs.
Yeah.
Which one does AWS use?
With the changes, it's the first NIC.
But does it depend?
I see. Okay, this is the CPI, right? Yeah, sorry. Just today, Constantine had questions about how this stuff worked on the agent side. So, but this is on the VM creation side, right? So, and the agent actually does nothing with all this information. Like, the VIP stuff is passed on to the agent, and it just validates that the VIP networks are in the spec and are in the settings, but it doesn't like do any setup, right? So in the end, it really doesn't matter much. Could it be that you have like two different NICs with different, I don't know, can you have different performance profiles? Or if like I think that the uplink of the NIC is determined by the instance type, right? You cannot mix and match there.
I don't know. Haven't looked
No, I mean,
into
like,
that.
I'm just trying to think of like when would you care about this, right? Like, so if you have like one fast NIC and one slow management NIC, right? Because you pay per NIC, per link type, that could be a scenario. And then you want to maybe have control over it. But I mean, like,
Felix did suggest this. So he suggested we should be able to associate it with a particular NIC. That could be, that could be.
But isn't that we have two NICs because we have IPv6 and IPv4?
You can also have like a management network and maybe like a network for other stuff. Like you can have multiple networks attached to the same VM.
The main issue here is that before we were providing just an instance ID to the associate address, like to the API. But once you have multiple NICs, it's not working just with the instance ID, and it requires the interface ID.
No, it makes sense. Like I understand the problem. It's just the like UX. What do we want? How much control do we need? Like if the network devices are the same, I think there's probably no reason why you should care. But also NICs are the thing is with VIPs, you usually use them for maybe your HA proxy, right? So if you're not using an elastic load balancer, so these are things with probably a lot of network traffic. So probably you do care about which NIC is being used, right? Like these things probably.
Yep, I can
matter.
look into. Yeah, I agree. I can look into a way to specify it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, just do a bit more research, maybe on like if that like scenario even makes sense, right? If you find that that's not even possible in AWS, right, to end up with like two different types of NICs, then But I mean, yeah.
And what is the behavior if you have one for IPv6, one for IPv4, and the Elastic IP is, let's say, IPv6 or Elastic IP? So is
a good one.
Do we currently support a NIC just with IPv6? I think we support it only along with an IPv4 on the same NIC, if I'm not mistaken.
You can check this. I was thinking about that scenario. What is the situation?
Is it reasonable? Do you think it's likely that people would want an IPv6 elastic IP? I thought they just use that since it's direct routable IP, or the use cases for floating IPv6 IP.
I don't know how it was implemented. I'm not sure.
Even a thing.
IPv6 elastic IP or
yeah, so like that's called elastic IP, right?
Yeah.
Been a long time.
It's
Yeah,
not.
why is there no? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what Nishad said.
Mm. So,
Okay.
all are public, you don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so basically we can like everybody will be on IPv6 soon, right? So these whole VIPs, we can just get rid of them. It's a thing of the past.
Yeah.
Soon-ish.
That ish is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yes.
I don't know how soon, because IPv6 been around for a while now.
Yes.
People like it.
This one is in. Do we wanna already assign reviewers? Yeah, probably.
Okay, guys, I need to leave. See you next week.
Take care. Thanks. Bye.
See you.
Ramon.
Bye-bye, Ramon.
Yeah, the remaining two are, I guess, connected. Both are for introducing the BATs, the prefix and IPv6 tests. That's the
CPI certification. Interesting.
Yeah, that's where I found the BAT template.
Yeah, this is just something you need for CI and
What the bets? Yeah.
I'm just looking at, so it's only adding stuff, except for here you're changing a variable name, right? So this is
Yeah, because we now have a second network address as well under networks. So
just from a like I'm fine. This is just CI stuff, right? But if I merge this now, will it break more stuff, or do you need to time it with like a pipeline change or something? Is there a coordination that needs to happen to get this merged?
I think it should be merged with the other one.
With what's the other one?
The other one in
Oh,
the
here the
inbox.
requires this one. These.
Yeah, those are the issues that popped up while working on the bets, and depends on is the other.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yeah, this one also. So I guess the requires need to be merged, or yeah, and then these two, the depends on and this one.
I thought you could set these things, but I don't see it here. Or is that only for issues? That's probably for issues, not for pull requests. Okay, so
This is changes to the CI, I think, mainly the YAML file. Oh, and the Terraform template. Yeah, so adding IPv6 stuff, a prefix, the new groups.
and we're going from Jammy to Noble.
This was already changed in a different place.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not sure where this is used exactly, but yeah. I guess I forgot to remove the Ruby version as well. The pipelines are breaking now because of the Ruby version, and I'm not sure what was updated. Hold on. Chat.
Yeah, I just want to like I think I can just approve this one and then I think you can merge it yourself. Is that true? I think it makes more sense that you do the merge yourself when you
Yeah,
are
I was
actually
going to
looking at.
suggest that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's fine, but you should do the actual coordination of getting these things out.
Yeah, those are pretty much blocked until the other ones are resolved.
Okay.
I wonder, do we want to dig in more to the dynamic disk stuff, or there's a bunch more stuff on the agenda that maybe we want to come back to?
Yeah, should we just go through the agenda, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. So that one we discussed.
Yeah.
This one is out news because it's green again.
Okay.
Is that true? I don't know.
Yeah, this was just some temporary one-time thing because of concourse, but the other ones are not.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that one. So we did a thing here, right? So we can mark this like. Yeah, the bot was removed. That's this one. We need that bot back, Beyhan. Do we have a PR for that?
No, I took out from that bot from the removing it from the contributors, but we need to create PR to add that back. So
Okay.
I can do this. I will take this.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Admin bot.
I found that we have a Bosch admin bot credential. I was able to find those credentials. I think I forwarded them to you. I don't know about the CF Git bot.
CF Git bot is dead. My team used to be responsible for maintaining it. And Gitbot was the one that basically synced with Tracker and Git, right? Or did it do other things too?
Oh yeah, that one.
So it can be removed, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that one can go, but this one. Oh, but this is a different one, right?
This is a different one. I do think we should figure out what the right one is and have that be placed in the CF.
Just use one, right?
The CFF, yeah, agree. And then this, it looks like we are the Cloud SQL instance that we're using for Concourse either needs to be upgraded or will be force upgraded. I think that's the Concourse instance.
Are we
Postgres.
version 13?
It looks like it is, yeah.
Okay, because there was also a notification that I didn't have time to check version 8 or 10 Postgres instance, which will then convert to a more expensive plan, a support plan beginning of February.
Yeah. I mean, this is used by Concourse. My thought is we should probably just Bosch deploy that Concourse thing rather than using a Cloud SQL instance. If we have backups, that's
will be
probably
great. Yeah, because we don't have any automation for the RTS. It was set up. So at the moment,
yeah. I think the reason it's a Cloud SQL instance is because there was that period of time when the CFF Concourse was running on Kubernetes, which didn't have a good database story.
Yeah.
By the way, we use Google for our team concourse as well. We recently updated the databases. No issues there.
Okay. Yeah, it might be just we buy ourselves more time by just manually just clicking the upgrade button in there and having some outage in Concourse for a bit.
I think that's fine.
Okay,
Right.
I
I
can
don't think, yeah, just click it and hope for the best.
Yeah,
And then the migration to Bosch deployed makes sense, but I mean that someone needs to do it, right? And that's more of a
yeah,
problem. Like I don't know how to prioritize that.
yeah. Agree.
I don't think it's the
I would
most urgent currently.
no,
Also,
although it would help us with cost, so it is
Yeah. So that
somewhat valuable.
yeah, it is valuable,
how,
but scheduling is hard. Prioritizing is hard. Um, yeah.
I'm so like I'm assuming like if we move it to the CF like a Bosch managed one, like we don't actually mind if we lose the data on it, right? Or do we have some sort of backup plan for it? I'm assuming it doesn't actually matter because you can always recreate the pipeline.
Yeah, you're just losing some
You
build
lose
history.
some build history. It wouldn't be great, but it's not the worst thing. I think I've seen examples. I don't know if the CFF concourse does this, but I've seen examples of doing a database dump and throwing that in a bucket
Yeah, I think
during
there's
upgrades.
BBR tasks and things for it, right? So you could
Yeah.
set up do some, yeah, some of that.
So the application runtime deployment group migrated like that, and they have somewhere I linked documentation. They documented what you need. You need the backup. They documented how to do the export import, and you need additional schema configuration.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, someone made a proposal.
I think that was just yeah. I basically it's fine if we don't do this. It was just mostly a request. Like, is it possible to move it maybe half an hour? Because right now it's at 7:30.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's a bit of a like usually people in this time zone work until 5. So like it's already half an hour over over time. And like the problem I personally have is that we start dinner like
Yeah.
basically now. So that would be for me personally. But I mean, I don't know what others feel like. So, but I mean, I'm assuming it's quite early for you, right? Like that's the
Yeah.
problem we
I
always
mean,
have with these types of meetings.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's hard. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we can live with it either way. I've just
Maybe we can try to have shorter meetings, more focused on the important stuff. Let's say try with 45 minutes. Let's start 15 minutes later or something like that. I don't know.
Good, but I mean, like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
discussed. Okay, go ahead.
No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. We could give that a shot. I appreciate that it's pushing on the edge of the workday for both of us or for all of us in either side of the time zones. So
We
yeah,
have every week, not all the working groups have more seldom. I think maybe we can fit also in less time. But yeah, this just propose.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a good offline forum that folks can like throw out a few suggestions and we can vote maybe in the Bosch channel, or the Bosch dev channel, see if
Mhm.
see
Yeah,
if there's something that seems reasonable so that we're not pushing this necessarily later for EU folks, but maybe find an experiment we could do for a couple of weeks.
Can also look at half an hour twice a week.
15 minutes 4 times a week.
Yeah, dailies. Yes, more standing meetings. That's what I need in my
12 minutes
life.
a day.
7 days a week. Maybe we can do that.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. So I think start a thread in Bosch Dev. Is that the right channel in CFF Slack?
Probably.
Maybe come up with a proposal.
Mhm.
It's time. We didn't discuss dynamic disks. It was a bit intentional because we discussed it last week the whole time, so I wanted to make sure we got to the other things. So I think on the we had a discussion again during the TOC meeting, last TOC meeting. There was some, I mean, still from me, I guess, and also some others there, still concerned about the fact that like onboarding onto this feature cannot happen through the Bosch manifest. I think we didn't finish that whole discussion last time. So I think that's where we should probably continue. And I don't feel like that breaks per se the current proposal. It's basically just like some refinement on the current proposal. But yeah, I think that would really help getting this accepted on the RFC side.
Sorry, I actually missed this last time.
Yeah, go. Sorry.
Do you mind giving a quick summary of what you were thinking?
Yeah. So it's basically the UAA, right? Like, how do you get a UAA token? How do you, as a consumer in a Bosch job, how do you express that you want to be using this functionality, right? Like, so how do you authenticate with the director with a credential, with the right scopes? How do you express that through in your manifest, basically, that and have that all feel integrated in a way that works with just Bosch and does not rely on a higher level of automation, right? Because that's how all the things within the CFF work, right? Like a CF deployment is fully self-contained, right? You take a Bosch manifest and it all works for everybody. You don't have to do additional out-of-bound things. We did a lot of work to make that happen, right, on all sides. And this functionality feels like it, I don't know, lacks that currently.
That's fair and probably true. I guess what do service brokers do today? Because they have the same problem, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's for service brokers that use Bosch.
Yeah.
We don't have many of those. Yeah, I mean, we have the cloud service broker, but the cloud service broker is not using Bosch, right? So those service brokers don't live in the CFF. That's a pattern that exists within Pivotal or within the Pivotal GitHub org, I believe, with the something Bosch SDK thing. But that's not a pattern that exists in the community. And I believe Any9s has a similar thing that they built themselves, right? So, but that's again something outside of the CFF, and this is about an RFC to try to extend something within the CFF. So that's, I think, the distinction.
That makes sense.
Okay. Thanks all for joining.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Have a good afternoon.
Yeah,
Bye.
you too. Bye.